All right, Burgundy Gold Nation, before we get into this episode, I have to ask, man, please subscribe to this channel. This channel needs your support. We're going to build this channel from the ground up. I'm bringing you weekly Commander content. All you have to do is subscribe. And the best thing about subscribing, it's absolutely free. It won't cost you one penny. All right, Nation, let's get into it. All right, Burgundy Gold Nation, this is Commanders Talk, and it's your boy, T-May, and I'm back in the building. Day 4 training camp is in the books for the Washington Commanders. But before we get into the notes of training camp, just a little reminder. The first preseason game is next week, next Friday. Mark your calendars. Commanders versus Patriots, preseason game number 1, Friday, August 8th, 7:30 p.m. I can't wait for this one. It's going to be a lot of fun seeing these boys back on the field. And for that preseason game, will Terry play? I don't think so. We hope so, but I don't think so. I don't think Terry will have a deal in place by then. From what I'm hearing, the team, the organization, and Terry are still far apart on the deal. So I don't expect that deal to be reached before the first preseason game. Hopefully before the last one, I hope. But, we just got to wait and see, man. Everybody just be patient and just see how this thing shakes out. All right, so let's get into the notes from training camp, day number 4. So this was actually the fan day, the first practice open to the fans. And they called it the Back Together Sunday, which was, a good name for it. And this was the first day Terry actually showed up, which was great, man, because this is the best day for him to show up was for the fans. Fans are there. Terry shows up. Fans go nuts. They're screaming his name and everything. And he's signing autographs, which is great for Terry, great for the fans, great for the organization. And hopefully they'll come up with a deal soon and get him back out there on the field practicing with the guys, man. This is great. So Mikey Sanders still got another pick 6 off Jaden Daniels. I think that's his 3rd pick, maybe his 4th in training camp. This guy right here might be your best corner on the squad. They're going to have him in the inside playing, slot. But he might be your best corner, man. He's been all over the field in training camp so far. Mikey Sanders still has been amazing right now. And if he can carry that over to the regular season, that dude's going to make the Pro Bowl. No doubt about it. His interception this time was a one-handed interception. He tipped the ball to himself and caught it going to the ground. And matter of fact, I'm going to show you that clip later towards the end of this episode. I'm going to show you that clip. And it was an incredible interception, man. Cole Turner, tight end Cole Turner, was the first one in practice today on day 4, followed by Dietrich Wise. Dietrich Wise is always there early. I love that guy, man. Hall of Fame cornerback Champ Bailey was at practice. He was in the building. Now, I'm sure you know the history between Dan Snyder and most of the old alums. They hated him. They want nothing to do with the organization. But this is great because new ownership and Josh Harris and these guys are trying to mend those bridges that Dan Snyder burned with the alums. And this is probably the first time Champ Bailey has ever been back at Redskin Park. Commanders Park. Redskin Park, call it what you want. This is probably the first time he's been back. This is great, man. Shout out to Josh Harris for trying to get all the alums back in it. But guys like the backbone of the organization, guys like Champ Bailey, you need those guys around. He could actually help mentor some of these corners like Trey Amos, man. Come on, Champ Bailey's one of the greatest, Hall of Famer. And, for him to turn his back on the organization over something petty because of Dan Snyder, it's not cool. Shout out to Josh Harris, man, for trying to mend these bridges. Coach Quinn addressed the crowd before practice with 5 words. Let's go kick some ass. I love Dan Quinn, man. Coach Quinn, I love him. And that's why the players love him too, man, because he's definitely a player's coach. And that's what you need. Jaden Daniels was out there throwing dimes again on day 4. It was hot. Temperatures were high. Training camp started earlier. And despite the heat, the fans showed up and the fans showed out, represented. Love to hear that from the fans, man. Guys catching punch today on day 4 was Jaden Lane, Ja'Cory Brooks, and KJ Osborne. Debo worked with Coach Quinn and Bobby Ingram off to the side after practice, which is great. Debo's still learning. He's still trying to get a grasp at his offense. That's great. We have a Michael Gallup signing. Wide receiver Michael Gallup was out there running some good routes and catching some balls. He had a nice over-the-shoulder catch. Now, I don't know if Michael Gallup is going to make the team, man. Wide receiver was stacked, especially if Terry comes back. And you got the guy, undrafted guy, Ja'Cory Brooks out there showing out. But we won't know until the preseason start, to be honest with you. Whoever, them last 1 or 2 spots, it's going to be up for grabs. And a guy like Michael Gallup, he might get one. We'll see. Wide receiver Noah Brown is looking crisp on his route running. So Noah Brown is pretty much 100% healthy. So that's great news for Noah. Tight end John Bates was crushing it doing blocking drills. That's what you expect from him. He's your best blocking tight end, man. Dude will pancake you. So actually, I'm glad they brought him back too. I love John Bates. Daniels found Eckler underneath for a huge gain. John Baptiste versus Josh Conley Jr. is going to be fun to watch. They took turns beating up on each other. A huge hole created by Tyler Biadasz and Nick Allegretti. B-Rob hit that hole very hard. So you want to hit that from B-Rob, hitting those holes hard. Now, we know B-Rob don't have that breakaway speed, but he's a bruiser, man. And with a little bit of speed, good enough speed to get you from where you need to be. So if my man hit those holes hard, and we got a much better offensive line, I think B-Rob will be okay. A really nice one-handed grab by Noah Brown doing 7-on-7s. He's obviously feeling better. Cornerback Carlin Vigors versus wide receiver Michael Gallup. I just mentioned Michael Gallup. They said this is a good matchup. Neither guy's backing down. And Michael Gallup probably still got something left in the tank. He was just away from football, over a year and a half, something like that. So I don't know if he's going to make the squad, but shout out to Michael Gallup, man. Running back Jacory Krosky-Merritt change of direction and quickness showed on day 4. He had a nice run up the middle that saw him weaving through defenders with speed and some power. Hey, man, he's going to push B-Rob. Jacory Krosky-Merritt is going to push B-Rob, man. Okay, so the standout guy from day 1 and day 2 finally came back to earth. And if you watch my previous videos, you know who I'm talking about. Wide receiver Ja'Cory Brooks. That guy was catching everything, and Jaden Daniels was feeding him left and right. He came back to earth. He was dropping balls left and right on day 4, man. He showed why he was undrafted. Right now, it's a terrible sign for him because he put his name out there. He came into camp. He hit the ground running, was catching everything. So now on day 4, he's dropping everything. So listen, man, this guy want to make the final 53. He's got to clean that up. You can't be out there dropping balls like that. It's ridiculous. You can't do it. You're an undrafted free agent. You got to catch them balls. And I'm going to tell you right now, if he go into preseason with the drops like that, yeah, he'd be out of here. He'd be out here in the first round of cuts. No doubt about it, man. He got to get it together. Coach Q says home field advantage starts in July. He said that to the fans, and he's absolutely right. Fans going to show up this season at the stadium, man. They're not going to be selling their tickets like they usually do. They're going to be showing out. Fans boo former Dallas coach Jason Garrett. And Garrett's here working with the Commanders, but he's from Dallas, so you got to let him have it. You got to give him the business. And they did. They booed him, as they should. Cornerback Fred Smoot is doing his best Ric Flair impression, hyping up the fans. I like Fred, man. Shout out to Fred Smoot. Cornerback Trey Amos is already a fan favorite. Fans were shouting, "Big Play Trey." So I guess that's his new nickname, Big Play Trey. He could easily be CB1 in the C. Marshawn Lattimore has been looking good too now. And Mikey Sanders still has been hands down the best corner on the squad right now. Javon Kinlaw signed a ton of autographs after practice. He stayed late signing autographs. He had to be removed by security. Hey, that's good, man. He's new. Free agent signing. He ain't have to sign autographs like that, but he stayed late signing autographs. Shout out to Javon Kinlaw, man. B-Rob says he loves the new offensive line, as he should. He better get us 1,000 yards this season. Stop playing, B-Rob. As we saw in camp so far, Jaden Daniels, this is the best catch in camp so far. Jaden Daniels hit rookie wide receiver Jalen Lane in the back of the end zone. He hauled it in over Jalen Lane hauled in this catch over Mikey Sanders Steele and Quan Martin. They say he mossed both of them. This was a major catch and probably will be the best catch of training camp. I don't think a catch gonna beat this one. And I'm gonna show you that clip too at the end of this episode. It was a great catch, man. Incredible to watch. So, matter of fact, let's go ahead and get into that. Let's go ahead and get into the pictures from training camp day 4 and some clips from training camp day 4. All right, let's get into it. All right, Nation, let's switch gears for a minute. I have some Santana Moss news for you. Now, if you ever heard this news, let me get you up to speed. My man Santana Moss will be inducted into the Washington Ring of Fame. That's great, man. Shout out to Santana Moss. Number 89, he was big for us, man. He played 10 seasons for the Burgundy and Gold. And he gave us some good seasons, man. Shout out to Tanner, man. I'm happy about this guy going into the Washington Ring of Fame. This is great news. Great for him. Great for his family, great for the community. Shout out to Josh Harris for making this happen. Like I said before, he's taking care of the alums, man. I love this, man. Let's check out some of Santana Moss' stats. He had 581 receptions, 7,867 yards, and 47 touchdowns. And let's take a listen to Tanner.
I mean, trust me, if you'd have seen me a few minutes ago, I couldn't stop the tears, man. It's a great feeling. I think it's a joy, man. Just to be recognized for all your hard work, man. And I think that's what it all boils down to. I don't really have much to say about it. It's just when you a guy that knew from 5 years old that you want to play this game, and it led to a 14-year career, and then it also led to one of the teams that you played at to recognize you with such an honor to be in a ring, man. It's a great feeling.
Shout out to the Tanner, man. Well deserved, man. I can't wait to see the ceremony. All right, Nation, that's the end of this episode. I appreciate y'all for chiming in. Day 4 training camp is in the books. Day 5 is happening. I will be reporting on day 5. So stay tuned for that. If you can, man, please bang that like button, bang the notification bell. Please subscribe. This channel needs your support. And if you can, please donate to the machine. If you made it to the end of this episode, salute.